Caption say 3 of a kind, and it tags Quay and it tags Stunner with a green heart emoji and a green snake. See that?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. And it says, I am the streets, out now on all platforms. Did they say that?
I guess.
Okay, what is I am the streets?
Yeah, ask who made that caption.
Isn't that you who made the caption?
No, I just told you that. I remember the picture, but I ain't posted it. I don't know nothing about it.
So 725_Woody.
I also have other people post on my page, my manager.
Did you have a song or an album out called I Am the Streets?
I said other people had posted on my page, so they could have posted it.
And I'm asking you, have you had an album or something called I Am the Streets?
Salute to everybody in here. Tap the like button. I appreciate you being here. There go Woody. So look, y'all. They dropped the ball yesterday, too. So they was trying to link Nard and Quay and Woody as being the steppers. I ain't peeped that. Yeah, they was trying to label them as 3 of a kind steppers. But what was Nard doing on the street? What was Nard doing on that street? On the street, I mean. I mean, wasn't Nard involved in the half a head? That picture looked like it's taken half after the half a head, don't it? What was he doing out there? Yeah, interesting. A lot of things went down yesterday. You got Detective Dennis asking Woody some mysterious questions about guys. Remember that? But who ready for the rest of Steel Cross exam today? Y'all ready? Let's rewind, because that was worth a rewind.
Yeah.
Tap
the like button. Salute to everybody in here. I appreciate you being here. Good morning.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Now, in this interview, did you ever talk to Investigator Rico about conversations you had with Thug about that the police were going to be watching him?
I don't recall.
Oh. Yo. Him and Brian Steele, I believe, in my opinion, I believe Brian Steele already got to him, y'all. And they already, worked out how it was going to go down. So I believe him acting, irrational right before Brian Steele popped up, I believe that was a play to give the impression that he was in a bad mood, right? Like, it's like a pump fake. Real rap. So look, if me and you had a place set up, right, and we in an environment where we be around each other, we not really supposed to have no rapport, no previous rapport. Like, I'm supposed to technically be rebellious overall, right? So if I was rebellious and then I automatically just switched up and turned into smooth yo, cool Joe, then it would look a little bit suspicious, right? Like, I've been throwing a monkey wrench in the state case the whole time. Then all of a sudden the defense come up and I'm sweet as a newborn. Nah, you understand? So it seemed like if I was smart, I'm gonna tell you, look, bro, when I'm prepping you, when you get up there, you want to be a little bit non-compliant with me. You feel me? I want you to keep that same, that same type of mode you had with the other people, like you annoyed, sell that. If you ask me, he went a little bit too hard because it didn't really make no sense. It was like a little bit like, oh, he just got fed up. And I was confused because I didn't know that was the end of her cross. You understand what I'm saying? So it threw me off. But once I seen that it was time for cross and I seen how he settled in, I said, oh, nah, that was cap. Because essentially he showed us that he blew his lid. Ain't supposed to be no return after that. Straight up. Who remember the judge laughing as he fake walked off? Yeah. It different now, don't it? Who remember Holmes stood up and fake walked like he was ready? Yeah, it was automatic. Like I had enough, right? I was confused. I didn't know I thought she said he could stand up and get a breather, right? Shorty told him sit back down. Nah, come back. Where you going? But she did it like she was like a elementary teacher or something. But who remember when the guard was so close to Holmes couldn't have moved? That guard looked like he would have grabbed Holmes by his shoulders. Remember? Wasn't that him on the stand in the beginning? And the guard was right behind him. Like if Holmes made any sudden move, he was gonna whop him. Remember that? Now all of a sudden Holmes got space. He feel comfortable as a monster. He pop up like you know what I mean? Like he ain't supposed to be there. That was a play, y'all. That was a play. He been getting his acting chops up too. Think about how much camera time this boy got. I mean, technically he shot a whole season of First 48. If we comparing camera time to these other detectives that been on TV, Woody done caught up with them boys. He about 3 seasons in. Straight up, and most of them detectives ain't do full seasons, y'all.
You said I had. Can you say that again?
You heard me.
Back in 2021, did you ever have conversations with Thug about the police telling Thug that the police were going to get him?
So you saying in 2021 I told Thug that police was gonna get him?
You recall having any conversations with Thug saying that the police were going to get him?
I thought you said I was concerned about him killing me.
That's not my question. My question
I'm just saying if I'm concerned about him killing me from 2015, why would I be around him in 2021?
So is your testimony today that you don't recall having any conversations with Thug about the police wanting to get him?
My testimony today is that when investigators get to me, I'm trying to convince them that I'm around him and that I can tell them stuff that make them think that I'm right there and I know what I'm talking about. It's proof of, like I said, me making things up.
So do you recall in the same October 2021 interview telling investigator Verito, I go around I hear him talk stupid. I tell him they're going to get you. Investigator Verito says, you said what? You said, I told them they're going to get you. You said, who, Doug? You said, yeah, I told him. Investigator Verito says, like the police? And you said, yeah, I said they're going to get you. I said, all that shit you're doing, they're going to get you.
Yo, question mark. Why didn't they use more of that interrogation with Viverito, y'all? It's 3 hours. The boy going in there, but not really. He going in, but not really. He beating around the bush. Remember? He was pump faking him. Then he wouldn't give him nothing really. And then they basically told him, well, if you ain't going, you really, we locking you up. Ain't no way around it. So regardless if you give us something. But why didn't they play more of that? Because, y'all, that one opened the door to see, yo, is really lying. Real rap. That one with Viverito, he's scrambling in that interview, and it showed that they probably had some type of relationship, y'all. Remember all of the keys we was getting when we was watching it? Like, we watched it multiple times, but even the first time, we felt like, yo, what's up with him and her? We ain't know the dynamics of none of it. Well, I didn't. When I first seen it, I felt like, hold up, yo, Shorty relationship with him is abnormal. And the way she responded to his girlfriend on the phone at the end was abnormal to me. Real rap. It always stood out like, hold up, bro. She too personal, bro. She leaning into, she kind of sound a little bit sincere with telling, yo, these people wrong for you. Now, I couldn't determine whether she really had feelings for Holmes or she was manipulating him. I knew she was using it in her favor. But she was borderline starting to sound like she was really concerned, like in a selfish type way, though. Not for him, for her. I swear, it was weird. Seriously. If you didn't notice it, go back and watch the dynamics between him and her. Because it's only a 3-hour interview because they in there doing some type of weird police, cops and robbers flirt game, to be honest.
And what does he say? He said, shit, like I
And
know.
pay attention, y'all. I ain't no type of person to be in here pointing out, yo, they mess with each other. You gonna rarely hear me say that. You gonna rarely hear me say that. I ain't no person to even be detecting nobody be messing with each other, y'all. I swear, I'm not actually the opposite. You gonna have to tell me. I ain't nosy. I don't pick up signs of y'all be flirting or none of that. Like, I don't even care. I swear, y'all. So when you hear me say it, I'm telling you, it's bad. If you hear me say, yo, what, they mess with each other or something? Bro, I'm the last one to notice. I'm the last one to notice. I'm telling y'all. I don't even be peeping it. Somebody got to tell me, and I still forget. Oh, you did say they messed with me. I'm telling you. And this don't even register to me. People say it to me all the time. You ain't see that? Hey, they probably messed with each other. And I'm like, what? You feel me? So, like, I ain't trying to put it on them. You feel me? They really was giving me they was giving me the vibes of they used to be closer. Seriously, they was giving me the vibes of this happened in the past, but it's still like, when we see each other, it's still, we still got a thing, and we still having this same discussion about what happened before you being involved in too much. That's what it sounded like to me.
The reader asked, so you don't care? And you said, no, he don't. Recall having that conversation with us.
I probably did tell her that, but I was just stating it to you so that you can see that, like I was telling you, like, I'm just making it up as I go.
And that, did you also go and tell investigator Rito that you told Thug, I said, you put all this stuff in your songs, they're going to be watching you for 5, 6, 7 years.
Like,
I told him that.
Hold up, y'all. Look, think about the way she acted when the girl called. Tell me she ain't act like the old girlfriend that he worked with or something, or he got a kid with. Like, I got to deal with her, but technically I ain't giving her no wins. Like, like when he called his other girl on the phone, she was like playing the middleman / handler type of thing in the middle, yo. I'm telling you, that was like a senior baby mother. You know, the veteran baby mother, the first one. Yeah, I been had a kid with yo, so you can't tell me nothing about yo. That's how Vivarito was doing. Wasn't she? Like, hurry up. That's enough. Like, bro, why you even let him call? You hating. You hating. Yo, I don't got no baby mother. I watch this on the outside from other dudes. And I give the baby mothers rank accordingly. You got the senior baby mother. She like the father or the mother baby mother. Yeah, I got rank around here, shorty. Y'all knew. I know how this go, y'all.
I had no dealings with Thug once I got the feds. So when they got me again, back to the routine, put the blame on Thug, y'all let me go.
And you keep saying you put the blame on Thug. What blame did you put on Thug?
Whatever convinced the police to let me go that day. They come look for me tomorrow. I don't care. As long as I get away that day, they shot another. So,
yo, tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Good morning. I appreciate y'all being here. We just going over the end of Woody with Hilton. Because it got a little bit, you feel me? But what we really wanted to see was the beginning of Bryant Steele. So once they start today, that's why I started a little bit early so we could work. I ain't want to do a full recap because it was a lot, but I figured, you know what? I'm going to hop on the end. Pause. Yeah, salute though.
They keep thinking they're going to get some type of information out of me. I'm going to spin them.
Did you realize that all your interviews, you were the person who brings up Thug first?
Because he's a bigger fish than me.
No tissue yet. Salute, relax.
Now, do you specifically remember what it is that...
Salute to all y'all too, straight up.
Whatever came up, whatever the police could say, they could have said breaking their cars. Whatever they wanted, not saying breaking their cars, but whatever to convince them that I helped them, for them to let me go, I would have said it.
So in that case, why...
Yo, what's up with them boys saying they'll wear a wire or a camera? Where they get that from? Seriously, bro. Where did they get that from, bro? No suggestions. He the second person. Or is he the third? DK said it the same way, bro. Yo, I wear wire. I wear camera. What? Yo, that boy Holla, he already had it pre-set up in his head, premeditated how to set somebody up with a wire and a camera. Yo gave him every formula. Yo, I'll go around him and talk about current events, old stuff, right there. I'll call him right there and talk about it. Y'all can listen right then. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Somebody need to stop these young people from standing next to yo. Like, they not thinking? Yo, this boy, hold on. Let me flip the script on you. All right, so this gang is dangerous. This boy said all that stuff. They knew, and he made it to this date, and he can walk around just standing next to all these regular people in the streets. And what? He had to been lying. He had to been lying. That's the only way, bro, this boy could make it this far. And YSL not violent. There you go. How about that part? Tap the like button. Salute. I just came up with another defense. Yeah, they be dropping the ball, y'all. They gave me all types of work. Yeah, they gave me work, y'all. I'm whomping them. Look, they said YSL dangerous. Hold up. How? It's a literal walking conflict of interest right here to your point. What are you talking about? Bro, he free as a bird. Yo, breezing through. If you call that hiding, how dangerous is YSL? You just let some of they dudes back out on the street. Why? So Woody ain't cross paths with nobody. Cap. They can't track him. Throughout this, and Rico, you trying to insinuate that these boys know how to track down a vehicle, regardless of where they get it from, all different options, and go get their prey. That's what you try to tell us, even though you only got 3 and 9 years, which is a weird percentage. Weird percentage. But you told us they violent. That's what you told us. Look like they good at getting knocked off, to be honest. These boys is target practice. That's what it looked like with that house. They shouldn't have brought that house shooting, y'all. I'm going to tell you, state dumb. Shouldn't have brought that house shooting. Boys in there scared. 6 to 9 deep. I can't remember. Yo, that is not gangster. That's not gangster, bro. Ain't nothing about that situation gangster. Boys ain't run out the house afterwards trying to see who it was. None of that. Dudes was under the house whispering. Whispering, bro. We talking really, bro. Yo, if you play that video for 1,000 dudes that's considered to be tough, I would pay to see their reaction on that call between them two boys. When that boy whispering, and when you show that boy jacket, then play that call of that boy whispering and that boy telling you, I'm underneath the house. I'm underneath the house. Cause what? Cause they came through. Man. Yo, that is so funny. Yo, we laughing for years round the way. What happened? Cuz I caught his phone. What he was doing? He was whispering. Where he was at, cuz? Underneath the house. Yo, niggas will laugh for years off of that, bro. That's his new nickname. His new nickname, Basement. His new nickname, Basement, bro. Basement. Yes. Bro, they not going to let him. Yo, he going to have to move about this. He going to have to step on 5 people to get this off his jacket, bro. I don't know if y'all been outside. Yo, they not playing about shoes that's not tied right. You understand? Like, guys ain't playing out there, bro. You can't even be chilling. Man, I don't know where y'all was at.
Don't you tell the police that Thug killed him?
I'm the dude that's gonna have to save him. Like, yo, chill, bro. Y'all been riding this nigga for months. I'm tired of hearing it. Sir, I'm the nigga that's gonna have to tell him, yo, stop joking, yo. It was funny. Now y'all going too far, bro. Y'all ready to get the beefing out here. You heard? Straight up.
The police ain't gonna go for that. Yeah.
Nah, they ain't had one strap. They had mad straps. The green light wasn't given. Green, that's automatic. First off, this ain't no green light type situation. Nobody in this gang got to wait for a button. Everybody got the button. Yeah, ain't no green light. Especially, man, let big homie tell me I'm wrong for banging back. He ready to get shot. They came and shot at us. And would I get a DP because I went without a green light? Shit. You fooled then. We beefing. I ain't wait. What kind of war is this? Nah, that's what we came for.
You gotta be more specific. You gotta be realer than that. You gotta convince them. You gotta make them feel like you really telling them. They know these man could like kill nobody. That would have been stupid for me to go in there and say Thug kill him.
Mm. That's got some value. That right there got some value. I think if I was the defense, I might have stepped in and piggybacked that right there. I might have as soon as I stepped up, yo, said it would have been dumb for you to try to tell the police that Young Thugs had smoked nut. Why is that? This gold. He hard stamped it would have been dumb. Meaning that boy in a position, don't even make sense. Man, they wouldn't even have believed it. Why? Still will get that. Nah, that's why I said I would have piggybacked it. As soon as I came in. Oh, what'd you say? Didn't went to my shit. You understand? I would have caught that. Nah, we need that. Nah, let's use that. Because of the way he just did it. Nah, the way he just hard stamped it, I want to keep that in the air. Yeah, I want to keep that. I want to hold that up in the air real quick. Let that linger a little bit. Straight like that. What you say? That's an overall perception. Man, that just don't even make sense. Even the streets know. You feel the way he said it? I couldn't use thug. I couldn't say thug. So if that's so far-fetched, then how are people insinuating that he pressed the button? You feel me? Yo, hard stamped it, bro. Like, man, niggas, that wouldn't have worked. Nobody will believe that. I'm trying to get out of jam, and I say Thug did it, man. That ain't gonna work, man. Why not? What he outsmarting this DA's office is crazy. The questioning him like he dumb, but he low-key smart. Let's debate. All right, let me say this. Y'all. Only reason Woody is appearing to be smart is because their tactics were lackluster. Yeah. So they finessed him, but not good. Yeah. He bounced back. So I can't give him he slicked him. Nah, because I ain't gonna lie, I think they was having a tug of war. Yeah. He had to adapt. They got his ass though. Yeah, they got him. They got him up in the early time periods. They finessed him. He bounced back, but I think circumstance helped him. The fact that these boys wasn't as sloppy as they could have been, allegedly, whoever the hell did it, straight up. So that got something to do with it too. Yeah. No weapons. They ain't got no tests. the cell phone data got thrown out with the bad warrants. A lot of messages or like computer data from the laptops on the warrant got thrown out. Stuff like this helped assist they half-ass investigation. I think if they would have did a full throttle investigation and had Woody, he wouldn't have been able to finagle like this. You understand what I'm saying? They botched investigation allowed him to dance, but technically they got his ass with the backdoor move with the Yistles, telling them to go get the Yistle, then spinning back on him and catching him at the gym. That whole little, yeah, they got his ass, bro. Mm-hmm. Is there any way he could have seen it? I don't think he could have prevented that type of lineup. To be honest, I don't think it's no forethought or, wit or like smarts that could have helped him from the way they lined him up at that gym. I don't think you could have prevented that. I'm going to keep it real. I don't think you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't even blame him. They super lined his ass up. That's like a four-way play right there. You got multiple agencies with a rat. And I wouldn't doubt if it was multiple rats in there, in that gym. I told y'all that. I said, yo, that whole gym thing was fishy off top. That's a police gym. They had snipers waiting outside. They already knew something was ready to go down. So, and the different agencies showed up within 20 minutes to talk to Holmes at the goddamn stadium, which is odd, because why all this top brass even prepared to go meet a dude outside? Like, why we meeting up in secret? Bring his ass down to the station. You understand? So them meeting up outside is crazy. We talking about 4 to 5 different agencies talking to this boy in the back of a car seat. When he got whisked away by one uniform officer and then all unregular officers pop up. Like, you feel me? That ain't gonna lie, bro. That is a wild, I'm surprised that hasn't took more precedent in this case. And I know why it haven't. Because the Fed is federal. They ain't playing with it. They won't mention him getting lined up like that. They keep dancing around it. They talking about the state part. The state picked him up, but it was federal the whole time. That's why they knew. See, that's why I knew. I said, yo, they made this RICO, y'all. They premeditatedly went in trying to get the pieces to it. That's why they let it linger and put dudes back out on the streets to get the other elements. So Thug kept not bailing dudes out, not paying for lawyers and shit. They kept putting them back out on the street. Pay attention. They was trying to get the RICO, y'all. They needed the money chain. I told y'all this. I said, yo, they making a RICO. They literally making a RICO. Boy was that's why I told y'all, yo, somebody told Thug how to rock. I said it early. I said, yo, I don't know who told this boy, but somebody told this boy early. No money, no nothing, none of all of that. I'm telling you, they told this boy like 2014. Somebody put him in the mix early. Yeah, you rock with these boys, but that's just you use them. Somebody taught this boy 48 laws of power, and he is manipulating, letting dudes come around, absorb the goddamn clout, and then woo 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 woo. And then when your dumb ass act out of pocket, you can't come around no more. Distance. But look, the only way you could get these dudes to act like that is totes. Man, you got to be one of the slickest finesses of all. Straight up. To make them believe that they're going to eat. Then just give them crumbs. But I'm going to give y'all an example. We watched this show before. That's the Birdman formula. Yeah, the record label's been doing this to dudes. Get you do all types of stuff. I seen this in the streets too. Look, somebody get you eating, right? You eating with somebody. Say he got something. You that's your old head. He got some work. You go holler at him. You've been rocking with him for some months, right? All of a sudden, he pop up one day and say, yo, we got a problem. You like, huh? We got a problem. No, we don't. We ain't got no problem. Everything been going smooth. He like, nah, for real. I got this thing going on my side I need taken care of. Until I get taken care of, business going to be slow. We ain't going to be seeing as much money because I ain't going to be able to move like I normally move. So, you feel me? So, guess what you going to say, though? Let me know what you need done. It's a test and a play. Now, if he really got an app, yo can literally get this dude that he feeding to make this move if he got that heart and he want to keep eating. And I'm telling y'all this real. For a fact. I'm telling y'all.
You said that you never talked to Thug after you left the feds. Did you ever talk with Dolly?
No.
Easy.
Yeah, what you mean? When I got out?
Yes.
I can't recall. I can't recall. I never talked to Doug after I got the feds.
Do you remember telling Detective Viverito that you actually saw Thug in the club once you got out of the feds?
I told you again, they got me. I know who they want, who they after, so I'm ready.
All right, ho. All right, proof that they really didn't want to stop crime and they just needed a show. They were after Thug. He has no crime. He has no jacket, y'all. Seriously. Thug jacket will make the lead investigator say, yo, we not following Holmes. He ain't doing enough. I swear to God. They only wanted to lock up a rapper, y'all. This ain't even about Thug. Yo, this means no rappers got what they need. They just locked up Jose Guapo with all them drugs. No press. No press.
Now, in 2021, did you feel guilty about the fact that you had previously told on Thug back in 2015?
If I told on him back in 2015, he would have been in jail if he did anything I said he did.
Do you recall telling investigator Viverito that the real reason you don't like going around Thug is because you felt guilty that you had snitched on him?
You know anything about me? I don't care for real. Like in real life, I don't be caring about nothing. I act like I do, but I really don't.
Yo, without Young Thug, yo, Atlanta's grasp on the hip hop industry might have dwindled. Yo is a staple, just to let y'all know. Yo is a transition piece from Gucci Mane to the new kids. Cause Future transition wasn't built for everybody. Like, yo, I'm like Thug, I don't know, bro. Like, Holmes might be he get his cred, but on the same token, bro, this boy been around we on 12 years now. Like, it's different. Yo brought us from dudes wearing baggy clothes and crossed us over into the you know, and I'm not even a fan of Yo, but I give people their cred. It ain't that many people down there that got this legacy like this. To be honest, he got more of a grassroots connection to the Atlanta scene. Future like a ghost or something. Like, I don't know. Thug got this weird thing though. They both got this status of being like kind of hot, you know, at the peak of whatever it could be, right? But for some reason, Thug feel more grassroots to me than Future. Intentionally though. Seriously, like Future more like, you know, try to drift and be like more of like a ghostly type of figure. Thug got this more, I don't know, it just seemed more Atlanta-ish to me. Real rap. Seemed like it represents Atlanta a little bit more. Future is the big dog. I could get that. Future had the bag before rap. Yeah. Future from the Dutton family. That's interesting, Jamal. Say less.
Is it
Tap the
true
like
that
button.
in the same October interview, you said to
Meatball?
Detective Viverito, I'm not going to talk at the jail at all because I'm telling you my life is on the line. You don't understand how it make me feel when I go around. The truth?
Yo, who G.O.? Who know G.O.?
When I go
The
around
Dungeon
you,
family.
I
I
know
know
what
the
I've done.
Dungeon family.
So I don't want to be around him because of guilt. That's why I don't want to be around because I'll be afraid. I can't look a nigga in the eye Because I'll be like, damn, this nigga know. That's why I'm going around. I ain't want to tell y'all that. That's why I can't sleep at night, because I know him. I know what I done. I know the information that I gave. Y'all sit here and play like this shit ain't valuable all y'all want. I told y'all like I know.
Okay, what you asking me? You asked me, did I say that?
I'm asking you, did you feel, yes, one, did you tell the detective that?
Yeah, I told you, I got to convince them, especially with Rito. She swears she know everything. So I was having fun spinning her.
But you told her that's because...
I also told her that...
Really, you know Gio? Really, how you know Gio?
I was supposed to do something to somebody that same day, and they took me to jail, and nothing happened that day. So clearly, if you take anything I say, I'm done.
Now, in 2022...
Hey, Relly, how I find Gio case?
Did you end up going back to prison?
Relly, who told on Gio? And how I find Gio case? I don't know his real name.
Say that again?
In 2022, did you end up going back to prison?
I went to state prison. I don't know when, though.
And while you were in...
Nah, I met Gio. I mean, if you know, you know, you know. But I never cared. Like, at that time period, it wasn't... I ain't need to know none of them. I was trying to get the hell away already. I don't know what the hell. Nah, I need to see that paperwork, Relly. I know too many people involved. I want to see what happened because I purposely dodged it at the time. I ain't want to see. Straight up, it made me sick. But I want to see. I want to see about Fleetwood, Holmes from Ohio that was rocking with yo. I ain't rock with yo. Seriously, that had the studio.
State prison, did you talk to Little D from Mechanicsville on the phone?
I always felt some type of way.
I can't.
They try to line me up.
I can't recall.
Do you recall ever talking to him at all?
I probably have. I just can't say. Yeah, I don't keep up with who I talk to on the jail card. I probably got bored or something. I don't know.
They try to line me up.
Is it true that in April 2022, did you call Little D and told him that you were aware that a 43-person RICO case was coming down?
I probably did. Ain't no telling.
And that because the RICO was coming down, that you all need to get off of IG, get off of Instagram?
Yes, I love Lil D to death. So if I'm plotting, I'm gonna get Lil D to plot along with me. So I'm gonna go to Lil D, so Lil D can be my backup.
And as it relates to Little D, do you recall him having an Instagram name?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Do you recall?
Oh, excuse me for cussing.
Do you recall DMing him that they were trying to indict you all on that body?
Body.
You say I didn't do that?
Yes.
I don't recall me DMing him that.
I just showed you what's been marked as 381. Why? Again, your Instagram name was 725_.
What happened?
Your Instagram name, again, it was 725_Woody.
A lot of people had my Instagram. I ain't seen that message.
Do you see what that message says?
Nah, I just heard what you said.
Okay. Are you able to read what's on that page? That circled and red.
Hey, Charlotte, go ahead and get up. Miss me with that clown gossip in the chat. Charlotte, we don't get out of here with that. Hey, Charlotte, I challenge you to speak on something that we was talking about, though, baby. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Good morning. Help me get to 200 likes, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here.
Sending that to him.
Yeah, Charlotte, you got to miss me with that.
Can you tell me what the date is?
Sure, on October 6, 2021.
Was I in jail?
And that's not said.
I don't know, were you in jail?
Respectfully.
I know that
Charlie, where you go at, though, baby?
2021. So before that.
Hey, Charlie, where you go at, though, baby? You didn't even say good morning, did you? You just came in here talking about that. That was crazy.
At all prior to that?
So this was before I went to jail?
Yes.
That was crazy.
So why would I message him and say that?
First, answer the question. Is that your Instagram name?
Oh, no, we ain't doing that. Hey, yo, if you respond to
I would not
Charlotte, bro,
admit
you
that
just
so
gonna get
stupid like
whacked
that. I
out.
would not mention nobody
Y'all
saying
changing the
that. Why would I
narrative.
say that?
A black protocol. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. We don't talk about gossip. So don't come in here responding to people that's talking about gossip. And your timing is crazy. It's like you're trying to distract us, I mean. So respectfully, I'm going to ask for you to throw an apology in the chat fast. You feel me?
So you don't recognize that as your Instagram name?
I don't recognize me, them, and no, these talking about something. No.
You been to that studio. My studio was next door, really.
I know how the police operate. Why would I do that?
You talking about roll J's? I set that studio up, really. But I knew something wasn't right. I got paid to set that up for them. I designed that whole studio. The way you could look through the booth from the studio in the main room, in the A room, that big ass window, I did that. All that. Even the equipment. But Holmes wasn't right.
Why did you think that you indeed were going to get indicted for?
Really, that studio got set up by the feds.
Speak into your mic if you don't mind.
My understanding, this exhibit is not.
Holmes got chipped off by the feds before that with a whole bunch of work. They told that boy in order for him to set up a whole bunch of other people to set up that studio in order as an entrapment. Long story short.
Evidence,
That's correct.
and I'm going to object to the publishing of this exhibit
934 West Patapsco.
through.
I don't think she's going to
Google 934 West Patapsco. You're going to see E-Band on the window next door on Google Maps.
intend to publish it, do you? Because it's not in evidence. Okay. And we're almost.
I would just further my objection, Your Honor, that it assumes facts that are not in evidence.
You're right. I'm going to move on from that. All right. Now, you said that everything you told the police, you made it all up. When did you make it all up?
You keep saying everything. I keep telling you, but I know how to piece stuff together real good.
The stuff you made up.
Yeah.
Whatever parts you said you made up. When did you make it all up?
As I go,
Did you make it up with anyone else?
I don't recall.
Yo, why she asked that? She was insinuating that he made it up with Brian Steele. How they know? How they know, y'all? Every rapper was in there. Hey, Relly, every rapper was coming to my studio or test studio before that. What they was trying to do was make some type of fake bigger studio that the bigger artists from out of town, i.e. Future, would be willing to come to. But it was a clown show, straight up. Yeah. They was dick riding. Like G-Rock and all them people that they was dick riding was coming to my studio before that. They try to bait them in and come over there like, yo, we got the biggest studio and we be having Future and niggas. And that's how G-Rock wound up getting close and then he died shortly after that. I was real pissed off about that. I'm still pissed off about that. Straight up. Straight up.
You didn't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Had a whole city on my back. I swear to God.
Supposed to be testifying under an immunity agreement?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't have a clue about none of this stuff. I told y'all from the start, y'all to put me in here. I don't comprehend. I done told y'all that time after time. I don't know what the immunity agreement is. I don't have a clue. Like, I'm up under so much pressure. Like, man, I don't know. I don't even know how to answer y'all question because I don't know what type. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to be as truthful as possible. And y'all keep going back into the past. And I told y'all when I was telling y'all in the back, man, I have lied. And y'all done put me up on here telling me that I got to be truthful when I'm telling y'all. Man, I don't know. Man, I'm afraid for my life. Every time y'all call me here, I think y'all could take my life, take my freedom. And at this point, I can't call on nobody for help. I don't know what's going on.
Were you told before you testified that anything you testified to in the courtroom could not be used against you?
Can you say that again?
Before you took the stand, were you told that?
Really, I shot G-Rock first videos. You guys see, I'm all in the motherfucking, man. I'm all in the real blueprint of my city for real. And look, I'm the one that was dragging on the commercial dudes and brought the streets out. Yeah. They don't want to tell you how all of the boss mans and all of these dudes before I showed up was acting bougie to the street dudes. That's why Baltimore street dudes wasn't even rapping, because all the boule dudes was blocking. I came and got them out the way. Nobody don't want to talk about it. Yeah, one-man show. Fuck out of here. Yeah, dragging on them. Yeah. Nobody don't want to talk about it. Lames.
Anything
Yeah.
that you testify to in court could not be used against you.
What you mean?
Before you
And I turned down a deal and kept it real with the rapper, y'all. I could have took a deal and backdoored the rapper, y'all. I stood on 10 in a real interview, turned the money down. Nah, I don't want that check. That's phony. If y'all ain't gonna really do this, woo, 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 then I don't even want that bread right now. Holla, straight up. Nobody don't want to talk about this real shit. They don't talk about real stuff. That's why you got dudes doing all the sucker stuff, y'all. Swear to God. I swear to God. Man, I'm telling you.
took the stand, were you told by myself, Ms. Love, anyone sitting at this table, that anything
Why
you
they doing
testified to could not be used against you?
Anything I testified to can't be used against me?
Yes.
Yo, listen,
Yeah,
y'all.
I heard
Listen. This is how serious it is, y'all. Listen. Rappers is doing backdoor stuff to other rappers, right? To where as though I drag my nuts and say something to the rappers about doing something phony to another rapper. Guess what? The rappers be still cool with each other, y'all. Yup. I'm leaning on the rapper for another rapper. The rapper's still cool with the rapper. Yeah. I'm dragging on the rapper. Holmes ain't right. Holmes a lame. Yo, stealing. Straight up. Turn around. The rapper Holmes done stole it from, he's still cool with yo. To where I had to pull yo up. Like, yo, I just had to lean on yo about taking something from you on the back end. And you cool with yo? Crazy.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, last
Playing a
week,
50.
did you ask the judge? You turned around and you asked her. Nothing I said could be used against me, right? And
Okay.
And is it true that under this immunity agreement, you were told that you could be charged with perjury?
You said I could be charged with who?
Perjury.
I don't even know what perjury is.
Were you told also in this immunity agreement that you could be charged if you committed false swearing?
I was told, I asked specifically so I can understand. I asked you, I said, what happened with y'all locked me up? Y'all told me two things I go to jail for. If I plead the fifth, and if I say that I had committed a crime that I didn't do. So I don't know what perjury means. I don't know. I mean, I'm afraid for my life. And I told y'all that. I told it to my lawyer. I told it to the judge. I told it to everybody. Y'all got me up here. I don't know what's going on. And like I said, for the crimes that y'all charged me with, I went to jail. I did all my time for it. Y'all still bring me in here. I feel like I'm on trial at this point. I'm going to jail because I don't know. Y'all got me up here asking me questions. I don't
You
know.
ain't went to jail.
Y'all want me to be a witness to something I don't know nothing about.
Is it true that even with the immunity agreement, you did not want to testify?
Can you explain it?
Sure. Even when you were given immunity, you did not want to testify.
No, I still don't want to testify.
And is it true that you feel that you were pressured by the state to testify?
I feel like I was pressured by both sides, the state and the defense.
And is it true that you told me
That was wild.
a couple of weeks ago you felt pressured to testify?
And I still, right now, I feel pressured to testify. Because it's not like I'm up here it's not, I can't sit here and tell y'all, nothing. I don't know what y'all want me, I don't know what y'all looking for. I didn't see nobody kill nobody. I didn't see nobody rob nobody. I didn't see none of these boys do anything. I did some stupid things. I got caught for the stupid things that I was doing. And I just went from there. Like, I didn't. And then y'all got me up here. And I told y'all, for y'all put me up here, y'all can't talk to me on like a Tuesday or something. And you can't talk to me in the streets. And I told you, like, I lied. And I told you that. And then y'all still brought me in here.
Isn't it true that you did not want to testify because you don't want to deal with the reality of being labeled a snitch?
Miss Hill, I was being labeled a snitch way before I had to come to trial. When y'all linked that video out to the social media. So the world.
When y'all leaked the video out,
Gave me as a snitch no matter what goes on to this day. But me coming here, like, I have put my faith in God's hands. And I come here and I let it be known. I guess got no choice but to be letting know to y'all now that I have told y'all time after time that I done lied.
And a snitch is someone who actually tells the truth, correct?
Listen, Miss Hill, like, I feel like I got the world on my back now. You asking these questions, like, I don't know, man. Like, y'all draining me. I mean, like, for real. It's a different if I sat here and seen somebody commit a crime, and then I saw them with my own eyes do this, and then I get in here and say, I didn't see them do that. Y'all want me to sit here and say, oh, the stories that I have put on other people, and I didn't. Like, I would not do that. Like, and Lord knows I want to be with my family and my kids, but if y'all gonna put me back in jail because I won't sit right here and tell y'all what y'all believe to be whatever y'all want me to say. Like, I mean, I don't want to go to jail, but man, at this point, I don't. Man, y'all got me, man. I don't know, man. I can't sleep at night. Like, I tell you, y'all hold me in jail. Don't feed me. Don't give me water. Like, I just don't know. Like, every time I walk in this door, I pray and hope I walk back out this door. I just want to be left alone. I paid for my punishment, and I done told y'all for y'all put me right here in this seat, time after time. I told Judge Glanville in his office. I done told everybody. I can tell, and I'm telling you to your face. I know you don't have anything to do with you doing your job, but I've been nice to you, and I've been telling you that you can't put me up here. And I told you I done made it up. It's a difference if I seen one of these guys actually do something and you ask me, did they do it? If you ask me, did they do something that I actually saw them do it? And I would tell you, yeah, I saw him do that. Yeah, I was with him when he did that. But this is not the case.
And you just told police what the meeting I told you, correct?
I told the police anything to get them off of me. I was going through a phase. People were shooting at me while I had my kids. And my only priority was, by any means necessary, to protect them with my whole fucking life. Just how you mean? Because they drive me crazy.
Yeah, take a minute, take a breath.
Stay
Stay here. Come here. Stay on the stand. Take some breaths. Calm down. And once he finishes his breath around the state, our question.
What? She just tapped out. Yeah, that was a bluff. That was a bluff. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Good morning. I sent you that clip with Love lying about that social media incident.
Or do you have any more questions? Okay.
Yo, YouTube, stop playing, bro. Give me some action. I see y'all giving all these news networks all these views on these Woody clips. I ain't even gonna lie, the news networks is turning Woody, like they just milking Woody. I ain't gonna law and crime trials need to stop posting them clips of Woody like that. I ain't gonna lie. Love leaked the video. How did Love leak the video to Seti Nash? Hey, bro. We need to write up some type of petition to get law and crime to stop covering black people, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They just making it worse for the next dudes. Like they making the public's perception bad by flaunting this type of media in people's eyes and making it out like it's some type of joke that show up there and just turn down the underworld economy that the poorest people in the United States do have. So let me tell y'all what they're doing with this so-called making a rat look like he's loved, right? So the underworld economy has been left to the poorest people in the United States, which aren't the newest immigrants, mysteriously. Let me chill.
Or all of them might have questions for you.
But a lot of people is using law and crime. If you're defending law and crime, I challenge you to come up here on the Discord so you can really go back and forth with me. If you're not willing, then please stand down because I'm going to embarrass you. But what's next? So how we going to do this, Seagull? How we going to do this, Seagull? Nah, Seagull. See, look, you never chimed in on anything else. This is my first time seeing you. You came in defending law and crime. Now I'm going to ask you, you going to really stand on that or you just came in here to just be a detractor? What you doing? What you doing? You really ready to stand on that? Because I respect other people's opinions so much I want to hear more of it. Yup. I want to hear more of it. Yeah, I want to hear all of it. Yeah. If you took it there, then okay. No, that's not a response to what I said. I said I want to hear more of your opinion. Sorry. This ain't no. No, you can't do that. No, see, you being a victim automatically. So you prove that you just work for law and crime. You proved it. You proved it. You ain't say nothing in reference to the black community being tore apart by these news networks. You pointed a finger and said, we using them. We don't need them, baby. It's called Rule 22. We don't need them, baby. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm on your heels now. They good heels, though. Red bottoms. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? You don't argue with the folk. Oh, see, look, y'all. She worked for Law and Crime. Y'all see how easy that was? You see how easy that was? No reference to nothing I said. Just defended Law and Crime, but couldn't stand on it. You see how easy that was? Game over. I made my point. You see? That's exactly what I expected. The news networks got people lurking around defending them so they could pluck away at the black community. They just won't let us have nothing for ourselves. I mean, anything we come up with. I mean, Woody is from poverty. He from the streets. They don't care about him till they can monetize him. You know, either in the jail, kid prison, grown man prison, or making fun of that boy on the stand while ridiculing all of the 16 to 24 young black males that will be locked up on a daily basis every minute, second, hour, and day of the goddamn fiscal year. What's up with you, baby cakes? You got something to say about that? Yeah. Yeah. What's up? You going short response that? You going short response that? Hey, baby cakes. Little baby cakes. Little baby cakes. You came in distracted. You just got caught. But look, let's address it. Let's address your opinion. Oh, you don't argue. This is not an argument. Oh, baby cakes. Why would you think it was an argument? I let you have your opinion on my platform. I just wanted to keep it going so I could hear the rest. Because you failed to articulate what you really meant. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Ugh. You trying. You drowning, baby. Because you playing a victim and you try to make it out like somebody attacked you, but we didn't. We let you chime in. Your opinion was let's say it was lackluster, but we still we addressed it and we presented it and let you have the floor. So now I'm letting you have more space and you're not speaking. Uh-oh. 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 How you getting the Discord? The Discord ain't open for you right now. I'm talking to Shorty. And this ain't time for the Discord. I was doing some other work. Try again. Y'all think y'all slick. Golly. Stepping.
Finished yet?
Try again. I seen this play before. Josh, I don't know you. And we ain't say nothing about no Discord. Yeah, buddy. And look, you asked about the Discord, and the Discord popped up right on your heels. Asking you shall receive. But guess what? The Discord door ain't open because I ain't asked for your opinion right now. What's up? I don't know you. What's up? Yeah, gangster. Try again.
Questions for Mr. Copeland.
Hey, what happened to Shorty, though? What happened? She left? She defended Law and Crime and then turned into a victim, and now she don't have no more opinion? I was still focused on her. Holmes tried to distract me, talking about Discord. I don't know him. I'm still talking about Seagull. What happened? Oh, it was just a distraction. Oh. All right.
Go ahead.
I want to talk with you about verification or corroboration of statements made to law enforcement by you that we listen to recordings, okay? By verification, I mean something that, besides your word, supports what you say, okay? You understand what I'm asking you?
We haven't asked you anything yet. Do you understand what he's saying?
I don't understand that.
Maybe just ask him a question.
Let's get busy.
District Attorney Hilton started to talk with you about, said verification of what you said to the police.
Oh, I
I
forgot.
want to talk to you about verification or lack thereof, okay? If you don't understand anything, just tell me you understand. The first one that Ms. Hilton said is that Jeffery rented a Infinity vehicle. Remember that? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Remember, she put up for you State's Exhibit number 334Y. It said Hertz on it. You were talking about some of the words on the exhibit behind you. Do you remember that? Okay. You remember getting beaten in Club Crucial on the early morning hours of Tuesday, January 6th of 2015.
I didn't get you.
You remember having your lip cut open, a knot on the top of your head?
No, I didn't have. I just had a knot on my face.
And your eyes swollen. You remember that? You remember that? Yes or no?
I don't recall.
Yeah, you did.
That's on the early morning hours of January.
Of course
6th,
you don't recall. They
2015.
beat you
You
silly.
remember going to Jeffery Williams?
I don't
Next
remember
day.
anything from 2015.
Well,
Why
let me
not?
finish my question. Remember going to Jeffery Williams the next day and explaining that you got beaten at Club Crucial and you needed a car because you didn't want to drive around in the car that you typically drive around because you didn't want to be noticed in the area. Do you remember telling that?
I don't recall.
You remember being
Do you
beat?
remember saying to
All right, hang on a second. When there's an objection on the floor, let me hear the objection and make a ruling on it. All right, before you ask the next question.
Do you remember
Let's see.
being
He's
beat?
moved on, so we're not going to worry about that one. Go ahead.
you remember saying to Jeffery Williams that you needed a car and he was driving. He had a Corvette vehicle, a rental car from Hertz. Do you remember that?
I don't recall.
Do you remember realizing that a Corvette has 2 seats and you have a child with a car seat as well as your child's mother, Deshawn, at that time, and you needed a bigger car? Asking questions to see whether he remembers this conversation.
Okay, sustained. That is not a fact and evidence at this point. You can
Question. Ask him if it's happened.
So you may ask that question.
That's my question. Do you remember that?
Hmm.
Do you remember saying that to Jeffrey?
Same way.
That you couldn't use a Corvette. You had a rental Corvette. You needed a bigger car because a Corvette's a 2-seater.
I don't remember that.
Do you remember Jeffrey saying, sure?
Sustained.
Do you remember going to Hertz Rental Car at approximately 8 o'clock at night on January 7th of 2015 so that Jeffrey could get you a rental car, an Infinity rental car?
He can ask whether he remembers that or not.
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling this jury on direct examination weeks ago that rental car, that Infinity, was in your care?
I said it.
Yeah. Do you remember saying that?
No.
Do you remember driving that Infinity rental car from the time it was picked up from the Hertz rental car on January 7, 2015 until it was returned on January 12, 2015? You remember driving that Hertz rental car that we're talking about from the time it was picked up on January 7, 2015, having control of it until it was returned on January 12, 2015?
I don't remember 2015.
You remember driving with Mr. Zachary, little D. Remember driving with Mr. Zachary?
Little D.
And striking cones on the side of the road on the highway and damaging the Infinity rental car. Remember doing that?
I don't recall.
Remember giving that Infinity rental car to other people on the night of January 10th, 2015.
I can't remember 2015.
Let me ask you this, sir. You deny having that Infinity rental car January 7th, 2015.
It's me.
You have that car in and around your person.
I gave the car to 3.
Told the jury that you gave that car to your friend And threat is Mr. Turner. You know his last name? Sure. Yes. I'll take it. Report is a yes. Is that fair? Yes. And you told the jury you gave the car to Mr. Turner the day of the killing of Donovan Thomas. That morning to that night. You know what I'm talking about? January 10th, 2005.
I didn't mean to say that.
Okay. That's what you said.
Out of frustration.
Now, you also had that rental car, not only when you gave it to Mr. Turner, your friend, but you had that rental car before you gave it to Mr. Turner, obviously, right? Otherwise, you couldn't give it to him.
I don't recall.
And you had the rental car after you gave it to Mr. Turner, right?
I don't recall.
Like button.
All right. Let me ask you this. Getting to the fact that the state showed that on State's Exhibit 334Y that Jeffrey rented the Infiniti from Hertz, you were there, right?
I can't remember.
That has nothing to do at the time of this killing, does it? That's 3 days before, right?
Right.
I can't remember.
And what you're telling the jury or what the state,
Brian Steele, won't you establish that he had the car the whole time in between? That he had a car after they swapped the whole time? Like it never went back in possession to Young Thug. Is that the case? Yo, Brian Steele got the funniest pair of leather dress shoes on with no shoestrings. They got like some type of like athletic strap down over the shoestring area, like to make sure you could get busy with like tassels. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not wearing these. You see them? I'm not wearing them. Them joints crazy. You see them? Them joints crazy. They like, I don't know. They like baby Frankenstein shoes or something. I don't know, bro. I ain't wearing them, bro. I ain't wearing them here, gangster. They gangster shoes, bro.
wants you, I believe, to tell the jury, is that Jeffery Williams rented a car. I think it's clear.
Re-ask your question.
Okay. Jeffery Williams, therefore, rents a car in his own name that's going to be used in the killing of Donovan Thomas. That's what you're telling the jury.
Told y'all. I said this at the beginning. One of the most important parts. So we saying this dude who is intelligent enough to evade all of these obstacles and get his way into this music industry gets there and rents the car premeditatedly in his name. That's cap. That's cap. Hold up. I pressed the button and then switched the car with y'all to the car in my name. That's cap.
Rephrase your question.
The rental car that's used to kill Donovan Thomas, are you telling the jury that Jeffery Williams rented a car in his own name?
I don't know what car was used to kill him.
All right. So what corroborates for the killing of Donovan Thomas on January 10th, 2015? Corroborates means supports, verifies. What corroborates the fact that Jeffery Williams rented that car with you earlier?
All right, you could tell Hilton and them was flustered. They ain't turning their mic on. She jumping out doing objections because this they key witness, y'all. They try to save face. They ain't even get a good cross-exam on y'all. Let's talk about that. The state dropped the cross-exam. Yes, sir. What? That's what they did with Woody. So he successfully threw him off. We had to restart. Well, partially restart. And then they did that. That sucks. Yo, they made no ground with that boy. They made no ground with that boy.
Asking.
I think maybe it calls for speculation.
I was so shocked that she ended her case. Y'all ain't remember yesterday? I was so surprised when Brian Steele popped up. There's no way I was thinking she ended it like that.
You rephrase it.
Sure. The district attorney started questioning you about the Hertz rental car on January 7, 2015, talking about verification of what you said to the police. I'm asking you, how does it verify anything you told the police that Jeffery Williams was involved in the killing of Donovan Thomas? The fact that he rented that car for you.
Sustained.
That the the fact that Jeffrey did a favor for you, that verify anything about the killing down to Thomas Jeffrey Williams?
Overruled on that basis that it's not a proper question. That's a different question.
Can you tell the jury how Jeffrey Williams doing you a favor 3 days before, taking that vehicle, the Infinity vehicle from her, how does that put Jeffrey Williams involved in the killing of Donovan? They asked this question to verify.
Okay, that's that question overruled on that basis.
How does that support your statement to the police?
Huh?
How does that corroborate or verify your statement to the police?
What you mean?
That Jeffrey was involved in anything to do with the killing of Mr. Thomas?
The police did it.
Okay. Number two, you were asked by the district attorney specifically a little while ago that Jeffrey that you told the police that Jeffrey, on June 10th, 2015, you told the police that Jeffrey was in the Infinity at the Texaco gas station. Remember that question?
I didn't tell the police that.
Right. Remember what you told the police?
I told them I don't know what I done told the police.
Remember telling the police, and this is, Your Honor, on State's Exhibit 378YE, June 10, 2015, interrogation of Mr. Copeland at 255:48 to 256:06.
Hey, yo, Ron Sales said they got in an accident with the car. When they returned the car, did it have damage?
I remember saying, just listen to the story. So they seen him. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug, me and Jeffrey, got in the car with the girl. Thug and I think a little D. Remember saying that?
I lied to the police anything. This was my, anytime they question me, this is what my intention was, get them off of me. So what I done told them was whatever I said.
Well, I'm going to play with the court's permission, Your Honor.
Hey, yo, what he said that to Love, I think he was trying to bait her in to talk. Didn't y'all say Love not supposed to talk to this boy or something? I don't know where that came from, and I never looked into it. But yesterday, when she was staring at him the whole time, you got to look at the person on the witness stand. The way he said it sounded funny, like he was trying to pick a fight. I don't know if you ever heard somebody just out the blue. What you looking at? What? To somebody that's not really aggressive, that's not even right. I'm telling you, for somebody tough to ask somebody that can't do nothing to him, what you looking at? That's not even authentic, bro. I'm telling y'all some real rap, bro. That's like me saying that to an old lady. You feel me? Like, it ain't no pressure from somebody, and you understand, bro. It's her job to look at you. So it was, don't feed into that. Yo was trying to bait Shorty or something. That was a play. Straight like that. It was out of pocket. It was out of pocket, y'all.
Just for simplicity, I made this JW240N as a nice, and it's really State's Exhibit 378YE. It's just easier to find. And it's from 255:48 to 256:06. Already in evidence.
All right.
Why you looking at me like that? Y'all, come on, bro. Gangsters don't even to a regular civilian. You know how that go. Everybody, even little kids, know how when somebody's mugging you and staring, what you do? Mug them back. Y'all, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all know how this go. We can have a stare. That's what you want to do? I'm going to mug you. You staring? Yo, little kids is professionals at this. He a giant little kid. You know he know how to play the staring game and make you look away. Oh, you looking at me? All right. Y'all, come on, man. That boy was trolling.
Might need your
That boy was trolling.
Can you hang on a second before playing that?
He was trying to draw some attention. I make a person look away immediately. I give him the official, turn the head to the side and give him the full, yeah. Like, so if you didn't realize you was staring my way, you gonna realize now. Come on. Y'all know this, bro. Y'all know this. Come on, bro. We all know the official screw face. You really staring at me, and I got a problem. Y'all know how this go, y'all. Court reporter, nice. She'll go on a date with Woody. You got yams? I considered that yesterday. I considered it. Think Woody a little slow. Yeah. It ain't really slow though, y'all. Hold on. It's when you're just not taught traditional education. Let's say that. And it's not necessarily street. So it's like you hear dudes say, yo, I ain't go to high school. So if you pay attention, they not dumb. Do they got some type of learning disorder? Possibly, bro, but I've been around a lot of dudes, bro, like this, bro. Technically, they ain't off. It's the stuff they know. So let me explain something to y'all. They wind up learning high-level ways to survive, which takes up your brain space. Because listen, let me explain something to y'all. I got a sister. She went to college. She allegedly book smart, right? She ain't got none of the tools necessity to play this game out here in these streets. You understand what I'm saying? Straight like that. Now, I'm like a median. I don't play with certain things out in the streets. It ain't my game. You understand? But I'm good out there because I didn't learn. I can catch on. You understand? But look, I know some dudes who dumb as a brick, technically, but these boys know how to sell dope. That's not easy. That's not easy. Like it's some management skills needed with that. Real rap. That ain't crack. I ain't gonna get into the details, but it ain't you. Put it like this: in order to be in that and be dumb, somebody gotta be holding your hand, and people really don't hold your hand. And you understand? Real rap. So I always tell dudes: if you know how to play these streets in my city, and you know how to play with that smack, you ain't dumb. Straight like that. I ain't accepting it. I ain't accepting it. I won't accept it. You learn how to play in these streets at the high scale, and you survive. Nah, you ain't dumb. You ain't dumb. What you chose to pick up, you feel me? What the tools you needed, like the things, and then when you get to it, it be weird things. Like this boy might be a professional at siphing dope, y'all, cutting dope up, which is a goddamn science experiment for real. This boy a genius with it because he been doing it. That's what his brain. He know how to get money with that smack. He know how he can find a new chemical to cut that with. That's not normal. We'll fuck that money up. We will fuck that money up, y'all. Somebody gave us a whole bird of smack and we was forced to find something to cut it with. We gonna mess it up. I'm just letting y'all know. We gonna mess it up. Holmes that might not be able to pass none of the tests that we can, Holmes gonna figure it out because he know. He been living in that, yeah. That's how you get money where we from. You can't mess it up. So you gotta be privy to the right, things that go with it. So Holmes gonna tell you, yo, we should just try this. We gonna woo, put it on this, and we gonna run it through a couple J's and see how they fit. You understand?
If you said anything different than just listen to the story. So they seen him. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug got in the car with a girl, Thug, and I think Little D. That's what if I said it wrong, please correct me, okay?
This is store, so they seen him. They switched cars at the gas station. Thug got in the car with a girl. Thug, I think Little D.
What I said was right. You hear
That's
that?
what I said to the police?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that's what you told the police.
I don't really think it's a difference between street smarts and book smarts. I think it's capacity. I think your brain got a capacity, and it's only going to accept what it needs to survive. So a kid that's taught that the education, reading and writing and adding and multiplying and being able to balance their checks, they going to believe that that's the thing that, the survival tools that they need, right? When you show a kid that technically everybody don't even be having jobs, all that old living that luxurious life where you got a job and all that ain't always promised. So dudes is forced to learn how to get it how you live, which is, you might got a mother that boost. Obviously, these dudes did. They had some people around them that was showing them how to boost. That wasn't around me. One of my man's mothers was a booster. You feel me? But we was outside, you understand? But we ain't had to rely on that as a tool. So some people pick up these skill sets, bro. I think it's capacity in totality, like what your brain can hold in totality. So if in your moldable years you're presented with this that can help you survive, your brain will be filled with these techniques. You get it? The older you get, the drier the semen get. You get it?
I said this. Why I said
Straight like that.
Yes. Okay. I'd like to show you, Your Honor, it's already in evidence, and state is going to help play it because it's displayed at State's Exhibit number 295, Your Honor. I ask permission to play. Mexico gas station. And it should be camera 10 first at 18:41:56, or when the supposed Bonneville gets to the gas.
Family, yes. Bro, hold on. The families that sell drugs come from the time period where there was no job opportunity, y'all. Just to let y'all know. And we ain't started. That been a family business. Yeah, they broke up our families so we didn't turn it over. Some of the families made it. They capped them off. You get it? Swear to God, they capped them. Only certain amount of families were allowed to rise out of poverty using that in our community, y'all. In each community. They've really put a cap on ours, though. And you're forced to deal with certain groups of people once your family does cross that threshold. I swear to God. Or you'll get put out. That's what I be talking about, y'all. That's the talented 10th. And them inviting families like, the Flannerys, who wind up flooding the streets like the Boule and the other people need. And then they family get crossed over into, now we not from poverty. You see what happened? One generation, yeah. You see the sacrifice? Yeah. They consider to be black elite now, right? Rick Ross, is he considered to be the black? Technically, he ain't in poverty no more, is he? That's crazy.
Yeah, are you asking the state to do that?
They are, yes.
Okay, sure.
My question to you is, during this entire video, where do you see Jeffery Williams anywhere around this gas station getting out, switching cars?
Aubrey. You don't gotta put a color on that. That go both ways. Alcohol, moonshine, drugs built the elite. No color on it. Care who they is. All of them, Aubrey. Every group. The founding members and all immigrants to be brought in afterwards. Same cycle. Same cycle. That's how I figured it out. Like, oh, bro, they got us skipping. They try to tell us to stop, chill. Nah, turn up and make it roll over. Turn up. Make it roll over. That's what they did. That's what they tried. They intercepted that with the 100-to-1. Yeah, finessed us. Everybody else got busy without 100-to-1. Yeah, I got the keys to the city, y'all. Yo, you thought I ain't know? Yeah, that's the monkey wrench, the 100-to-1. Put a 1 in the chat if you know about the 100-to-1 and the effects. Yeah, what's up? I thought they was lawyers though. Uh-oh. So you intercept, lock up the successful business entrepreneurs that was able to have the strongest charisma and able to, what they call it, mobilize the urban community, which turns into politics, which turns into fixing your community. They brought out the 100-to-1 so they could intersect the conscious community, which is considered to be what? The God bodies that fake turned into the Bloods. That was a connection to the Malcolm X and the Civil Rights era. Stop playing. I got the connections, baby. Stop playing. Fuck wrong with them. Yeah. Malachi York, Def Jam. Yeah. Yeah. Russell Simmons, Kevin Liles. Yeah. Yeah. Benny. Yeah. 50 Cent. Jam Master Jay. BMF. Whoa. I just do that. Bemmy, Def Jam, Run DMC, Leather Coat, Cocaine, BMF, Waka Flocka, Fake Bloods, 2K24. Malachi York, Son. Malachi York, 21 Savage. Malachi York, Pyramids in Atlanta. Malachi York was a street hustler, turned into an informant that was a fake conscious community leader that had charisma that could manipulate the black community for the elite. God damn. What's wrong with niggas? Let me chill. Tap the like button. Hey.
Okay.
Man, I have told y'all, I have made these up to the police.
Okay.
I just watched this video.
But we're just going to make sure the jury's seen, okay? But if you see him,
Diddy was a black puppet created by the black elite, groomed in the most prestigious black college of the Boule. He's fake. Yeah, whole party. That's why Holmes was zesty dancing in the first videos off top. Come in R&B. Holmes was zesty off top. You check his mentor. Yes, sir. Whole play.
at all, just let us know, okay? Stop the video.
Yo, so Diddy father was a federal informant that sold his family so they could switch over. We keep saying this return in play. Where the father was allegedly a gangster, the kids are in the entertainment industry, and the family gets transitioned out of poverty. How many times we gonna see this? How many times you need to see it? So these families getting plucked. I ask you again, who's the Williamses? Golly.
E-Band Films. Early birds and all-nighters.
Yeah. Yeah. It's different. It's different, ain't it?
Started in 1841. That white car? See the white car that gentleman just got out of? Walking towards us.
Relax. I was getting all extracurricular.
The first commission, I'm going to play it in double time. Fast for you, Mr. Copeland, just record. Okay.
Bro. Tap the like. Look, we got people leaving out, y'all. They don't like when I get to talking like that, man. I swear, I wish I clicked on the channel where somebody was just going super, yeah. Why just talk about the trial when you got so much link to it? What they think, I'm not talking YSL? I dare you. How dare you, matter of fact? How dare you insult me? Like this ain't got nothing to do with YSL, man. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here, straight up. What kind of good? Yeah, good answer. Nah, Ben, tell us. We might as well. You be having to have one phone playing this and one phone playing the trial. Why? What happened? You gonna get the trial over here, bro. We just doing it at a different pace. They pace phony anyway, bro. They be taking breaks. Plus, I give you the inside. It's like play-by-play. Real rap. I'm doing it on purpose. We just watched it regular, bro. you're going to be forced to take phony ass narratives like, yo, did you know the juror got evicted because they not paying her enough? Real rap. My sexy radio voice. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's probably because I cut the bass. Yeah, I be doing that on purpose, y'all. Just to let y'all know. Pausing it so we don't have to go through the breaks. I definitely be doing that on purpose. Yeah, once I figured it out, I'm like, that's better. So what? We be slightly behind, but as long as I'm being informative when I pause it, technically, that's value. Like, fuck them gaps. Excuse my French. Gaps be phony. They made her miss work. Yo, stop. Look at this, y'all. Yo, who the hell is the algorithm? The algorithm a whole whore for wanting us to talk about this lady getting fired. Like that's a big deal. So what's the argument? The argument's simple. Is you bitch ass niggas going to vote for the jurors to get paid more? Hell no. So shut the hell up. Golly. Now I'm on y'all team. All right. So y'all want a bill passed that says jurors should be getting paid more. Write it up, and I want to see all you bitch ass niggas sign it. And I want to see all you content creators run the content telling people to sign it. Otherwise, shut up. I solved it. Now what? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's sad. Y'all notice how everybody keep using the word sad? Yo, it's sad that lady. Yo, why they ain't find a name out and hit her on the Cash App? Uh-oh. Damn. Posty just fucked them up. Posty just checked them. Posty said, why they ain't start the lady a goddamn, whatever the fuck it is, where you raise money, you know, like the police. If you get that goddamn much, let me see the Cash App receipt. Yeah, what's up? Uh-oh. They better stop playing, bro. Stop bringing stuff up, bro. Stop. Yeah, GoFundMe. Good look, Maddie. Yeah. Until you put a rack in that lady GoFundMe, shut up. Because seriously, if I felt it was bad, I'm putting money up. No oblate. We don't do no oblate. We solve problems. We pulls up. We talk about a regular civilian that got evicted. Why we learning about it after they got evicted? When rent only a couple dollars, when you talking about you got mass amounts of people that's allegedly concerned. So if each one of these concerned people sent 50 cents, not even $1, see, they don't want me doing this. We could get that lady in the house today. Surely someone owns property and is a private renter in Atlanta, in the area where this lady at. Stop playing. They think I don't know how media works. Stop playing, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Stop playing, baby.
During the time that you were speaking with your lawyer,
Ooh.
What you mean?
who are Judge Attorney Hilton, you and your lawyer, right?
What you mean?
Oh, okay. The words by the court reporter coming out on a white piece of paper, words on it.
Oh, I seen it, but I didn't.
That's fine. My question to you is this. During the time that you were speaking with your lawyer, Attorney Hilton, no court reporter, did District Attorney Hilton tell you that if you testified that you were involved in Donovan Thomas murder, you would be locked up or arrested? Yes. When you, your lawyer, Ms. Buckets, and District Attorney Hilton were speaking, three of you just agreed. Did District Attorney Hilton tell you that you would be arrested, locked up, whatever the words are, if you testified to this jury that you had anything to do with Donovan Thomas's murder?
Yes.
Okay. Did District Attorney Hilton tell you, with you, Ms. Bumpkus, and District Attorney Hilton, no one else, that if you invoked your Fifth Amendment right, meaning I'm not testifying, you would be locked up or jailed?
Yes.
Other than those two things, did District Attorney Hilton tell you you could testify to anything you want or something to that effect, and you would not be locked up? Just tell the jury. Just think about it.
I don't know what you just said.
I'm sorry. That was a bad question. That's me. Thank you for telling me that I was inartful. My word. Okay. Other than those two issues you just told, I'm going to get locked up if I invoke the Fifth Amendment. I'm going to get locked up if I testify that I'm involved in Donovan Thomas's murder. Other than those two. So if you don't say those two things, then your use immunity kicks in and you would not be locked up for anything else you testified to. Is that how you understood it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you ever ask District Attorney Hilton, why can't I testify if I'm sworn to tell the truth about being involved in Donovan Thomas's murder? Did you ask her, why did she exclude that?
What you mean?
Did you ever ask any question to District Attorney Hilton? Let me ask it a different way. Did you tell?
It wasn't no question. We was talking.
Okay.
And we were going back and forth.
And that's what she said. That's fine.
Sustained.
All right. Let me ask you some questions. I'm going back to your interviews or interrogations or meetings, whatever the right word is, between you and law enforcement, whether federal, gang, homicide. Okay? I'm going back to those that we saw the recordings for January 11th, 2015 with Detective Thorpe. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you say it's just for the
yes.
court. Okay, thank you. The jury saw the meeting or interrogation, whatever, the conversation on January 28th of 2015. Do you remember that?
Yes.
The jurors saw the meeting or conversation on February 20th, 2015. Do you remember that?
I remember all the interrogation that they showed me.
Okay. And then the last one would be February 21, the next day, 2015. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And I misspoke when I said the last one. The last one's really June 10th, 2015. You remember that one?
Yes.
Okay. I'm referring to those, and I'll make it clear which one I'm talking about. But I would like to talk to you about what you said in those different statements, and then if it was a lie, and then whether the police, the district attorney's office, the federal authorities ever came to you to say that we can or cannot, words corroborate, but that means we verified what you said, okay? Or didn't verify. That's what I'm going to ask you. A whole series, okay?
All right.
If I'm losing you, Mr. Copeland, it's me. All right. Let's start with, this is going to be, Your Honor, Jeffery Williams, or JW240A. It's in Elisa, and it's State's Exhibit number 378YE, already in evidence. It's June 10, 2015. Interrogation, and Your Honor, the times are 10:36:34 a.m. through 10:36:42 a.m. And Mr. Copeland, do you have I need those. What I'm going to ask you is these are a series of conversations with the with the police, different officers, detectives.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go over what you said, and then I want to talk to you about it. Okay? First one that I just announced.
Brian Steele, where the mic at, bro?
Is the detective asked you what started it off? Was it really about a windshield? You answered no, nothing thug, it's something personal against each other. I want you to hear that, make sure that's right.
All right, I know why these shoes ain't got no shoestrings and they brown. They for when you come to put your foot in somebody's tail. Yo got on tail kicking shoes, bro. Leather tail kicking. Yo came for tail kicking.
What it said, okay?
What started it off? Was it really about a windshield? Nope. Nothing. Thought it had some person against each other.
Okay. What I said, was that accurate? Really accurate?
This what I heard.
Okay. And what you're saying there, you're being interviewed, if you can tell, that's Detective Dennis, and you heard Detective Gaither's voice. Is that fair?
Yeah.
And you recognize this as June 10th, 2015 meeting. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at that point, you also said, and this is at JW 240B, Your Honor, it's in Barry. It's exhibit number 378. YE, and it's at time 3:13:02 p.m. 3:13:22 p.m. And Mr. Copeland, tell us if you hear this. You said, you know what I mean? Honest to God truth. I asked why they didn't kill Kel. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Why that, and I'm not saying it, but HELL, they killed like he wasn't a problem. Did nothing. Detective Thorpe, remember who he is, the homicide detective?
Yeah, the bald head dude with the script right here.
Yes, sir. He said, and then you said, that's what, I don't know what, and I can't understand it, so you tell us. Them did. That's why I knew it was something personal between him and Thug. I don't know. Just listen to it and tell us if that's what it said, okay?
I mean, honestly, go to you. And why the hell did they kill Cam? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Love be cutting her own hair with the Floby. That's why she don't got no shape up. And it be dry.
I didn't kill. Like, he wasn't a problem. Nothing did mention. Like, I don't know what they done did. I knew it was something personal between him and Thug. I mean, but what was personal between him and Thug? I don't know.
Next one is JW240C is in Colette. States exhibit number 378YE. 2015 interview 10:36:47, Mr. Copeland, through 10:36:51. You're saying they fell out before me and Kel got into it. And the they, if you need any type of listening to it more, I believe, and you tell us you're referring to Jeffrey and Mr. Donovan Thomas, okay? Tell us if you need to hear more of it.
No, they fell out. They both, me and Kid got into it.
Is that what it says?
I didn't hear it.
Can we redo it, Your Honor? Is that okay?
No, they fell out. They both, me and Kid got into it.
Say that they fell out, Jeffrey and Mr. Thomas, they fell out before me and Kel got into it. Is that what you heard?
I just heard something about me and Kill. I didn't hear what I said before that.
All right. Well, the jurors can make a determination, but that's great. This is whatever you hear, okay? Next one is JW241A. That's states exhibit number 378YA is in Elisa. That's at 3:01:37 a.m. 3:02:52 a.m. Mr. Copeland, this is January 11th. This is about 6, 7 hours, 8 hours after Mr. Thomas has got the big shot. Okay? Morning, January 11th, the next. Okay? And Detective Thorpe, remember being with you that day? 11/2000.
I don't remember the day, but that's who questioned me.
And on here, just tell us if you hear Detective Thorpe saying, what made you want to pull the situation? You said me and Kel, me and him had a problem in the club. Kel, they say, little brother. Me got into it at the club, probably about no longer than 4 months. 4 months before January 2000. Listen to it, make sure that that's what it said. Okay.
Tell me exactly what you know dealing with this situation. Like now, no, everything. Tell me everything. What made What made people want to pull you into this situation? Okay. Me and Kale.
Love just need that just for me. Yeah, texturizer, because she be using grown-up adult perms, right? It dries scalp out. She got sensitive scalp, so she got to use that just for me perm. Like she a little girl still. I get her right. She need to come holler at me.
Now, we had a problem in the club.
Yeah, I don't think it's playing through the speakers. Oh.
Okay, well, IT's here, and there's not anything I can do about that.
They say this the little brother, but I thought they were just in it, but they say they real brothers.
Okay, let's
KEL.
let's stop for now. They're here, and maybe they can fix it, even though they had all week last week, and it didn't get fixed.
That's the problem.
We thought it was, but it's not. So
they outsourced the audio team.
Y'all.
Them dudes ain't from Atlanta. They from Zimbabwe.
The backup also doesn't work, by the way.
Thug just refused to just get dressed up. He know he coming home. You see what type of party it is. That boy got on the jean jacket and the turtleneck. Look, cameraman on his heels. He got a purple hair tie. Oh yeah, these boys ain't going to jail. Nah, these boys like a Atlanta 2K24 black in sync. Look at him. Look at him. He got the curly dreads, shoulder length. He got the bunned up dreads, slightly blonde on the back end. You girl, it's true back there. Quay got the low cut. For the girls who don't like they don't rock with the dreads. They want the low cut. Bro, girl, it's true. It's 101.9 Slime Radio. You already know. You want to keep up with the trial, you might want to stay tuned. Yeah. 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 Yeah, they put us on break, y'all, that fast. I don't know what they up to. Thug got on the plain Jane. Mm-hmm. What color is that? Bro, they should not be having audio problems. We talking about I can come. No, I'm not bragging, y'all. The average person that does audio can go in there and fix this. We talking about my own budget. I'll go get the parts, bro. I'm tired of hearing y'all complaining. Let me see. Watch out. Seriously. Just all y'all go sit back there real quick. Seriously, y'all. All right, stay still. I'll be right back. I'm ready to go to Guitar Center real quick. It's over. Straight up. Yo, I could do it over FaceTime, y'all. Real rap. Yo, this what you do. I don't care who you is. You ain't got to know nothing. Watch this. Yo, go to the mic. You like, huh? Go to one of any table. I don't care what table. Go to one of the mics. All right, I'm at the mic. All right, let me see. All right, where the cord at? All right, now tug the cord and see where it go. Huh? Tug the cord and see where it go. Follow the cord. Go to the end of the cord. It's going down to the carpet. Follow it. All right, take me there. All right, keep going. Keep going. Get me there. All right, you see this? You don't know what it is. Don't worry about that. Let me see it. It's a mixer. This where the audio coming in. This where the problem at. It's either the wire or this. Straight like that. And wires don't even rarely go bad. So just throw that out the window. I've been using wires for years. Like, that's rare. Straight like that. So it's like, what we doing? Is the mixer bad or the wire? Fuck it. We going to get a new mixer and wire. We ain't even got time to check. Yeah, that's how I rock. It's too cheap. Fuck we look like. Too cheap to get new ones. What we look like? We got 8 mics in here. We ready to test all of them? Hell no. Watch this. Ready to go get all new cables and a new mixer. We talking about 200. Cashed out. Back in here. Fresh. Busting down. This problem don't even make sense. I'm going to keep it real. a main audio problem when you got a mixer with multiple sources coming into the mixer. It's the mixer. Seriously, if multiple mics coming into the different sorts, different mixing channels causing a problem, it's the mixer. Yes. Yep. There you go. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. They don't check mics before court. Nah, a mic check is a little bit like having somebody that's going to check the mics in the courtroom. Nah, not until you get a problem, because it's too easy to set them up and it's just like it'll run forever without a problem. So like, audio problems don't happen that fast, y'all. Hence, how many times you seen somebody mic go bad at the concert? Yeah, they do mic checks, but if this was a thing, you would run into the problem where, now you go to a rinky-dink open mic, yeah, they might have some mic problems if ain't nobody on the mixing board paying attention. You feel me? But for the most part, this ain't science, y'all. It's simple. You can look and fix it. You can fix it with your eyes, y'all. For real. Like your ears and your eyes will let you fix it. Like a simple person can get in the car and fix the damn volume. You feel me? Like, you can EQ your music as a civilian. Like, you ain't got to know much. You can just fiddle with it a little bit, and you're like, okay, I figured it out. I like that. That's how it work, y'all. It ain't. Are they up to something? I'm going to have to say something fishy with them claiming that the audio's messed up like this. I'm going to have to say this might be some form of stall tactic, y'all, because we talking about Atlanta. Bro, do y'all know how many audio engineers is down there? I didn't go there because it's flooded with audio engineers, just to let y'all know. Yes. Like all the people I know that get busy is there. It's like where you forced to go, I swear. Makes no sense. Nah, they don't need me. That's cap. I know niggas down there that get busy like me. Straight up, I know personal niggas down there myself that's down there already that get busy like me. Like my peers. I gotta know about 3-4 niggas down there that get busy. I know a couple rappers I done taught to set up the studio enough to fix this. Straight up. Hell yeah, bro. Like that I got tired of fixing they shit. Like, yo, nah, bro, I'm not coming. you gonna have to listen to what I'm telling you and fix it yourself to where as though they learn. It's not science, y'all. The goddamn cables is labeled and color coded. So it's like I don't allow people to think that it's some type of sophisticated job. I tell you some shit that you won't learn. Mixing a song down, you feel me? You gonna have to practice. This takes some, I just can't tell you really the template over the phone, even though I technically can, but you might get a little bit confused. Yeah, this shit's simple though, bro. We talking about hooking up your Nintendo. Real rap. Color code. Red always right. Red always right. Yeah. What we doing? Once you get in the real studio equipment, it don't even matter. Left and right, it don't even matter. Talking about literally just the cables are like they can't go nowhere else. An XLR cable or a 1/4-inch cable, it only go one way. You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong, y'all. That's crazy. With real studio equipment, the cables won't allow you can't plug them in the wrong place. Everything has a specific shape. One way in. Like, it won't allow you to be wrong. XLR female and male. It's going in or out. 1/4-inch, 1/8-inch. That's goddamn. That's it. Yeah, y'all, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over, y'all. That's crazy. Seriously. It's simpler than I thought. Seriously, y'all. Really. XLR cable, male, female, in 1/4 inch. Swear, if you got anything other than this, technically you out of pocket. Straight up. I mean, you don't need me to explain a USB mic. Eighth inch don't count. 1/8 inch ain't used in the studio, good money. Stop, good money. I named it the first time. I removed it the second time. I named it the first time, good money. But technically the second time when I crunched down the simplicity, I ain't even including the 1/8 inch. Get that shit out the studio. Straight up. We ain't doing that. That's not a studio jack. You compensating. You feel me? You bringing in some kid play. Why you doing that? What you trying? You were trying to run an auxiliary? Man, get that shit out of here, cat. Yeah, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. You feel me? That's why the second time I said, nah. We ain't doing 1/8. Nope, it's really 1/4 in XLR in the current studio. Now, I came in where you know, you might still have some regular RCA left and right, red and whites. Still analogs. But that shit played out immediately. I'm talking about as soon as I started making beats, that was out. Like, it was, you feel me? That was already old equipment. In court? Yeah, but in court, we using